Welcome back. In this lesson, we'll see how to add the bot to the server and how to make the bot come to the online, logging into the server by coming into online. So let's see that. So we need to go back to the developer portal, discord.com/developers/applications. So once you go back, your application will be available here. Click your application. So we know about the general information and the bot information. The second tab we need to go now, OAuth 2. So I'm clicking the second option. So here you will be having the client ID. Keep in mind this client ID we are going to use. This is very much essential now. So now I'm clicking this learn more about OAuth 2. I click this. I'm going to this tab. This is the OAuth documentation. So once you click this documentation, come down, scroll down, you'll be having the base authorization URL here. You need to copy this. Now we are trying to construct an query parameter which makes us to add our bot to the server. For that, we need to do this. So this is what we have copied. This is a basic authorization URL. Now I need to keep a question mark and you need to click the client ID. So for example, if I click enter here, so it asks for the client ID. So now I need to give the client ID. So I'm giving the client ID in this way, client underscore ID is equal to, we need to provide the client ID. We have seen the client ID here. If you see the client ID was provided here, just I'm copying that copy. And if you go back, you need to construct the query parameter in this way. So this is what we have taken from the basic authorization. After question mark, I've given one query parameter. Client ID is same. It should be the same. And the client ID value, it should be copied from the application. So once you do this and if you click enter, now you will be getting an error. This is because you have not mentioned the scope. You're trying to access a client ID, but you have not said that with this client ID, what we are going to do. So for that, we need to add one more parameter, ampersand. It means you are adding one more query parameter with the scope is equal to bot. It means we are saying that we are using this client ID for the purpose of bot. So in that case, if you click enter, we'll be getting like this in this screen. It will ask us, it will tell us, do we want to add our bot to the server? So usually there would be a number of servers listed. If you have a number of servers, you can add same bot to the all the servers. So, but we have one server and we are adding our bot to this server. So once we authorize this, at the bottom, if you scroll, you'll be getting an authorize. I'm clicking this authorize button. We need to do this captcha. So once you do this captcha and we authorize, now it means that the bot was added to the server. So go back to the discord.com channels and the way when you log in, this would be the default screen, discord.com channels @ me. If you come to this, you could able to see the Discord here. So the Discord what was added by default. If you see the Discord was added here, but it is in offline. So now we need to make this to online. So how to do that? We till this point we have done all the setup was done. Now we need to code this bot to come to online to communicate with others. So let's do that. So go to the replet.com here. So here I will be creating a variable called Discord. Constant is equal to Discord. Here I will be importing the library called discord.js. So here I will be importing the discord.js library. If earlier you have remembered, we have installed this discord.js in the by using npm package. So now I'm trying to import that library and assigning that library to a variable. So now everything which was available in the discord.js in this library, like classes, methods, and properties could be accessible with this Discord variable. So now to communicate with the bot, we need to have the client object. So this with this object, we can communicate with the bot, we can log in into the bot. So that's the reason we need to create an object to this Discord client. So let's do that. So it means I'm trying to create one more variable client is equal to, I'm creating a new object for the client, discord.client. So here if you click dot, it will show us auto suggestion. This is a library. I mean all these parameters, all these classes, properties. If you see all the left side properties, classes, everything would be available. When I click Discord dot, you can see the list of parameters. But here I need only the client one. So I have taken the client. So this is how we will be creating an object, new Discord client. Now I have created an object for client. That client object can be accessible with this client variable. So now I need to log into the application. I need to make the bot to log in. So here, if you see, the bot was offline. Now we need to make this to online. It needs to come to online. So for that, we need to log in. So we need to log in. For that, we need to log in into the application. Client dot login. So here you need to click client.login and you need to mention the token, access token of the bot here. Usually we should not straight away copy paste the access token directly here. So that's the reason we have created an environment secret variable earlier. So this is the key to access the access token where we have provided the value to this key. So how to access this key? So let me show you that. We have a process. Process is a global variable of Node.js. With this variable, we could able to access the environment variables. Process dot env means we are trying to access the environment variables. Process dot env dot key. We need to mention the key here. Discord bot. So this is the way we need to access the value of bot access token. If you give process.env dot bot token, it will fetch the value of this bot token. Now we can run, if you run this application, we could able to log in the bot. So for each and every change we do in the index.js, again, we need to run node space index.js file again and again. So in the next sessions, I will try to avoid how to these repetitive tasks. We can automate that. I will show how to do that in the next lesson. But for now, for each and every change we do in the index.js, we need to rerun this file again with node index.js. So now I'm clicking enter. So if you go back to general, in your space, you can see the bot came into online. So now we could able to add our bot to the server and we could able to make that come to online. So in the next sessions, we'll be seeing how to listen the messages, how to reply back the messages. So the bot would be listening to the messages and it would be replying back to the messages.